A skyline there of lower Manhattan on a gorgeous day for baseball at Citi Field. It's the Braves and the Mets next on the show. Now from the borough of Queens in Flushing, New York, MLB The Show has baseball from beautiful Citi Field. Tonight, the finale of this four-game set between the Atlanta Braves and the East-leading New York Mets. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, as we get set to finish off this four-game series, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened so far.
Yeah, no question this is a pitcher's park. You can see a pretty low-scoring affair last night. It's hard to generate a lot of offense here, especially in the evening. So we could be in for more of the same here in this one.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Atlanta Braves as skipper Fredi Gonzalez lines his guys up this way. On the mound to square off against these guys, a former Cy Young Award winner, the veteran right-hander Bartolo Colon. Ender Inciarte makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one.
First pitch, 7-11.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 67 degrees our game time temperature. The 1-1 home. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
Corner paint right there. 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening.
And that's one of the questions we'll ask as this night goes on. Can he wind up putting guys away with that fastball? You know, I think he gave a pretty clear indication of one batter into the ball game. He brought his good stuff with him tonight.
Number 11 will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of one run. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Swinging a shot back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because it would have taken his head off.
Brian Lee will stand in now, and as you can see here, he enters play fourth in the National League in round trippers. Now here's the first pitch. Oh, and he hung the slider here, and it's a towering drive out to deep left field. This ball is gone. A home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, number 28 on the season, and it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some alternate plans with this guy up there. I mean, now that's his third home run in the series. I mean, what more do you need to see?
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And in steps their catcher, A.J. Pierzynski.
A.J. Pierzynski.
And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. That last home run, officially 406 feet. And he lays off for ball one.
Well, that's a good spot for that two-seam fastball. You know, remember, that'll run away from left-handers, so a good idea to work the outside edge.
And he gets on top of this one and sends it on the ground to short. Throw to first retires Pierzynski for the second out.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Nick Markakis will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. Now the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
When you've been around the game this long, sometimes that's what you call a respect strike.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
And you can see him shaking his head out there. I think he felt that one was a little bit low, and you know what? He may have had a case.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Full count pitch on its way. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first now at Citi Field. It's now 2-0 Atlanta. Now here's the starting lineup for the Mets as put forward by manager Terry Collins. John Smoltz will be on the mound to face them. And this is a guy that needs to establish the inside part of the plate because his stuff is such that he'll have a hard time getting by if he doesn't mix in location well. Now a quick look at how the Braves will align themselves behind him. Daniel Murphy will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
For the Mets, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
Batting second, center fielder, Gary Cox.
Gary Cox will take his first cuts of the ball game here. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And Markakis won't get there. It's a foul ball. Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. Perez calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Michael Lee will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play. First pitch coming. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Two out, nobody on. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Outside and low, 3-0. Number 3 would be next. And he sends a fastball out to left field and fairly well hit. Inciarte has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. They trail it here 2-0. Andrelton Simmons will stand in as we show you the numbers for his last 8 ball games, and he continues to be as hot as anyone on the ball club.
Go home, Brave. Go back to Atlanta.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And this one's in there. Maybe should have been strike 3, but instead it's 1-2 now. And here's a ball hit in the air. And there's the first out.
Well, this is just kind of a little soft humpback liner, and these look like the easiest plays in the world, but Eric will tell you, Sometimes a ball can knuckle on you a little bit. It didn't happen to him right there, and that's an easy play.
Yuri Perez will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. The 1-2 with one away. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. 1 out, nobody on. And here is strike 3 called, and I think that's a Cy Young winner's benefit of the doubt for Colon on that one. Wow.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike 1 or strike 2, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike 3, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
And this is swung on and bounced up the center of the diamond. Look at the stop. Oh, too late on the throw, but that is what you call a major league effort just to make that one close.
Boy, what a great effort just to knock this one down before it gets into center field. But that was going to be asking a lot for him to get up and throw his man out. And as you can see there, that throw is well late.
John Smoltz will step in now. First pitch to him. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Put him away!
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. Line to left. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. And they'll stop the runner at second base, but there are 2 on and 2 out now.
How about that swing? That wasn't just a little bleeder off the end of his bat. He swung that bat like he knew what he was doing up there.
Ender Inciarte will stand in trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits as he's got a runner in scoring position at second with still 2 away. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
You get a good look right there. Already 33 pitches now through an inning and 2/3. That's an awfully high number this early.
Let's get me out here!
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
Colon looks back. Now the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and the runner back in standing. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Number 3 will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Third baseman, number 3.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Just overmatched him there.
And there's ball 1.
Here we go!
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
And as a baseball fan, it's fun to watch this guy pitch. As a hitter, when he's bringing it at 102, that part's not so fun.
David Lee will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. Now here's the pitch. On the ground down the first base line. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 6th, first baseman.
Number 30 will stand in now. Certainly a dangerous hitter as he ranks number 2 in the National League in home runs. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Wow, he is spotting that fastball on a dime here early on.
slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Yeah, he's letting these guys know early on. He's not going to be afraid to work inside. That'll be something they'll need to think about.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good time to take something off, but it's 2-1 now. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
And this is swung on and missed, though the ball did hit the ground, so he'll need to go to first. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. Number 11 is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Third baseman, number 11.
And here's the first pitch. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
Get out of here, Bray!
And this ball will be chopped foul. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Such a tough pitch to lay off there. The two-seamer working away with 2 strikes, but he lets it go. Maybe just because he knew he couldn't hit it.
On the ground to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, first baseman, Brian Lee.
Brian Lee will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Colon ready with the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Now the pitch.
Swing better.
And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Now he swings and hits this ball on the ground. Throw to first, and Colon's looking good here as he gets 2 quick ones to start the inning.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
A.J. Pierzynski will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Go get him.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Two out, nobody on. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Here's a fastball that he shoots on into left center, and that'll fall for a base hit. And with that, that'll push his hit streak to a modest 6 games.
Right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Nick Markakis will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And this stays down on him, and it's right by him at first. Throw will hold that runner at second, so there are 2 on now with 2 away.
And just when you thought this inning was about over, back-to-back hits on back-to-back pitches. You can't let your guard down even for a second against these guys.
Andrelton Simmons will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. Lays off 1-0. Two men are on with 2 men out. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. And this will be fouled away. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. And Colon fires this one right by his catcher. That'll be a wild pitch. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Now there are 2 ways you can go here as a pitching coach. So he's got to make a judgment call out there. He knows what buttons to press with each of his pitchers. You know, some guys you've got to reassure and be very positive with. You know, other guys, they respond better when you go out and challenge them. Really got to read them the riot act.
Yuri Perez will get a chance here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame thus far. Bases loaded now with 2 away. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Lee is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Braves will strand 3, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Michael Kadire will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
1-2 now.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
Let's go, Matt.
The 1-2 to Kadire. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Here's the ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Drifting under it now is Markakis, and he's got it for the first out.
I thought for a second that this might make a dent in both the hit and the run column, but he didn't quite get all of it. It's probably the best swing, though, they've had so far.
So 1 away now for Brian McCann.
Let's go, Brian. Let's go, Brian.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
Wow, that's just unfortunate right there. Let's take a view at this play from upstairs. As you can see, there's only one guy on the left side of the infield. He's got big gaps to both the left and right side of the third baseman over there, but he hits it pretty much right at him.
Bartolo Colon will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Here we go.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. 3 innings complete. It's the Braves 2 and the Mets nothing. Darwin Barney will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Second baseman, Darwin Barney.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Come on. Woo-hoo.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. And this is fouled back and out of play. And now this is strike 2 called as he shakes his head. 2-2 now.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Here's the 2-2 offering. That's slowly hit to the right side. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Boy, that's some movement out there on the mound. You see that as a righty, he'll naturally fall off a bit to the first base side of the mound, and he just uses that momentum to field this thing on the run and do it all himself.
John Smoltz will dig in. He singled his first time around. In there, and it's 0-1.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
Right there, Murphy at second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Ender Inciarte will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or 2 to get himself together over in the dugout.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And now this is strike 2 called as he shakes his head. 2-2 now. Now a ball hit hard towards center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Yeah, he got a little revenge there. He struck out twice before that, and now he gets him back with a solid base hit.
Number 11 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1.
Definitely a steal situation here. When your leadoff guy gets on with 2 outs, I'd expect to see him go within the first few pitches.
2-0.
He's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were 2 tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Brian Lee will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. 2 on, 2 out, the first pitch. Good fastball there from Colon. It's 0-1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. So a 3-run shot to left center, his second of the game. And the Braves have now opened up a 5-0 lead.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Well, now here comes the Mets manager, Terry Collins, on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move here. That'll do it for Bartolo Colon tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Jay Lee is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. A.J. Pierzynski will be the first one to greet him, as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run.
A.J. Pierzynski.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
3 runs already home here. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Daniel Murphy will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, and still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Come on, Matt. Here we go.
Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1. Now a swing and a little soft ground ball down to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
There's nothing easy about this play right here. It's a high chopper, so he knows he's going to have to field and throw pretty much all in one motion. And he does so here to get his man. That's a nice play.
Gary Cox will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Yeah, that first fastball took off on him a little bit. This is a much better spot.
Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Ready on 2-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. And this is taken in for the second out.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Michael Lee will stand in here, hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest. First pitch coming. Now a fastball, a bit too low here. It's ball one. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. 1-0 pitch is a circle change, swung on and missed, 1-1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. Down in order go the Mets. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Nick Markakis will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
And he waits on the changeup there and pulls it to fairly deep right field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Up next for Atlanta, shortstop
Andrelton Simmons will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
That was quite a nice little battle as we check out the sequence of pitches here. It was a 6-pitch at bat, and as you watch this, you'll see that he wasn't going to go down without a fight. He was able to keep the at bat alive by fighting off a couple of tough 2-strike pitches, but in the end, finally put away on that pitch right there, 1-2.
Yuri Perez will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Difficult to lay off, but he did it.
And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Braves 5 and the Mets nothing. Number 3 will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they've pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
First pitch on the way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike.
Come on, Matt. Here we go.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
One, 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, right now, that fastball's been so good, he really hasn't needed any of his secondary pitches. Another good heater there.
David Lee will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First offering on the way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Look out, watch your head.
And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Number 30 will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. Markakis is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Michael Kadire will try it again. He flew out his first time. this is going to be a foul ball. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. Mets leave one. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Darwin Barney will step in to get things started for the Braves in their half of the 6th.
Second baseman, Darwin Barney.
Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
Full count now, 3-2.
And this is a nice job so far out of that number 8 hole. Taking some pitches, trying to get on leading off the inning.
And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Swing and a miss, and he's got that strikeout pitch working now. That's 3 in a row for him as there's 1 away.
Well, when you have the kind of fastball he does, you almost don't have to worry about location. I mean, that thing's tough to hit wherever you put it.
John Smoltz will stand in now, and given the big cushion he has to work with on the other side of the scorecard, he'll go ahead and hit for himself here in inning number 6. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. This is fought off foul over to the right side. It's a ball and a strike. A little bit outside. 2-1. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 7, Ender Inciarte.
Ender Inciarte will dig in. He singled and later scored his last time. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Come on, New York.
That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And now against his body, a jump throw. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Off of one leg, in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Brian McCann will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the sixth.
Ryan McCann.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. It's still on his mind.
And he misses there, 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Matt Carpenter will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Matt Carpenter.
Come on, Matt.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. One out, nobody on. That's hit sharply past the mound and on into center field for a one-out single.
Well, this looks like one of those swings where it was just a flat-out guess. This is not one of those guys where you can sit off speed and then just react to the fastball. You're not going to just react to 98. But give him credit however he did it. He put a good swing on that ball.
Daniel Murphy will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
Had him out in front there as he takes strike 1 on the circle change. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
Come on, Matt. Let's go.
Now a ball lined to the right side. In there, a base hit.
And even with our score where it is, I mean, this game is not over. You know, if they can chip away, maybe get a run or 2 here, they can get right back in this ball game before you know it.
Gary Cox will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far. Goes the other way as this is lined to left. That's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Well, that's 3 hits for him now after the leadoff guy was retired. Well, now the bases are loaded here as they try to cash in.
Michael Lee will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit still hasn't shown up yet. Like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
Now the first pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Fouled back. The right-hander deals on 1-2. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Number 3. We'll see if he can turn things around. He's struck out twice thus far. And this is low, ball 1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Fouled straight back. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And this is fouled back and out of play. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one, but before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. Dylan G will come on to make his 40th appearance this season.
Number 35, Dylan G.
Number 11 will dig in. 1 hit and 2 official trips thus far.
Third baseman, number 11.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And a fastball that's lifted the other way out to left. Settling under it now is Kadire, and he puts it away no problem for the first out.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Brian Lee will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
A.J. Pierzynski will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. In there for strike one.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves, as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. David Lee will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1.
If I didn't know any better, I think this was his first inning out there. He's still throwing the ball with a lot of velocity.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Here it comes. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. There's a line drive, and he's swinging it as good as anyone, folks. The streak will continue. He's got a base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak. Number 30 will take his 3rd shot at it now. He's 0 for 2 thus far here tonight.
Come now, here we go.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
And this is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Nobody out, runner on first. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
He continues to pitch well out there.
Now batting,
Here's his pitch
left
breakdown
fielder,
so far.
Michael Cuddyer.
Michael Cuddyer will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And the fastball here is hit on the ground but foul. And this is reached for and fouled away off to the right as the count moves to 0-2 now. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. Another 0-2 home. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Brian McCann will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. And the only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. We'll see Nick Markakis when we come back. It's the Braves 5 and the Mets nothing. And here is Nick Markakis now. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Andrelton Simmons will stand in 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1. Now a fastball swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
And if you're going to work away with a 2-seam fastball, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. Here, as you can see, he starts it on the corner, so you know what's going to happen. It's going to leak right back out over the heart of the plate. And that's a mistaken location, pure and simple.
Yuri Perez will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Watch for a minute.
Fastball at 88 that time. A ball and a strike.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
swing and a ground ball towards the middle. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Good performance thus far by the visiting Braves. They lead this one in the 8th as you get a look at our line score thus far. Darwin Barney will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. A man on third with 2 down. Now the 1-2. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
Now on 3-2, you got to go with your strength.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta, but they hold a 5-0 lead. David Wright will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Oh, this is hit hard towards second. Throw on to first by Barney gets him, 1 away.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Daniel Murphy will dig in. He singled his last time around. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
He certainly had all of his pitches working for him so far. That's translated to a 4-hit shutout to this point.
Gary Cox will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Ball 1. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup. So you can't let your guard down.
And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Grant Balfour will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. John Smoltz will make a 4th plate appearance tonight, and why not? He's been in command. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Ender Inciarte will step in, a ground-out victim as last time.
Get the double play!
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. Now the 1-0. This is bounced sharply and right through the opening on the right side. It's a base hit.
And the rich keep getting richer. 2 straight hits to start the inning, and now they can really look to salt this one away.
Number 11 will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Forget it, guys. Double up right here.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. But one or the other is what you really need.
Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Boy, never a dull moment with this guy on the mound.
Oh, he can sure drive you crazy at times, can't he?
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. None out, runners at first and second. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Ryan Lee waits on deck.
All right, we'll call up.
Ball pulled softly toward the right side of the field. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Hey, with 2 strikes, this is all you've got to do. Take a little bit of stride out of your swing, focus on putting the ball in play, and that's what he does. He just drops this one right out there into right field for a base hit.
Brian Lee will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Fouled back. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. And now this is swung on and pulled down the third base line. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. But they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third.
Yeah, really no shot at 2 on a high chopper like that one. They do wind up getting the force at second, but that runner from third is able to just waltz in and score.
A.J. Pierzynski will have another go. He struck out looking his last time. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Swung on and rolled softly to third. Barehanded, and indeed he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Well, that's a good job here to plate their second run of the inning. Just a simple ground ball was all he needed, and he got the job done, playing some good small ball.
Nick Markakis will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. Low for ball 1.
Come on, you can do it.
Short lead from second, now the pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Taillon will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Andrelton Simmons. We'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home here in the inning so far. And this is low, but McCann able to get a handle on it quickly there. 2 down, runners at first and second. Good sharp curveball there. The count 1-1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Boy, no fear in that location. He just ramped up and threw it right by him.
And he changed up on him here, but this is a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And here's a pitch swung on and sent on the ground to short. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. The Braves lead it 7-0. Michael Lee will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
And this ball will be chopped foul. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Yeah, only 2 outs now stand between him and his shutout. And the way he's throwing the ball, doesn't look like he's going to have too much trouble getting it.
Number 3 to try and snap out of it. 3 at-bats and 3 whiffs thus far. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
The 2-0 on the way. Not even the fastball can find the zone here, and he's run it to 3-0.
And I know he wants the shutout, but with his pitch count the way it is right now, a walk right here might signal the end of the line for him.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
And there you get a look at his pitch count. You can see he's over the 100 pitch mark right now. So some of those mistakes are going to start to get magnified late in this ball game. You can bet they're keeping close tabs on him in that dugout.
David Lee will dig in, 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. And he takes ball 1. No offer at the curveball either. It's 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now the 2-0. 2-0 is a fastball, not close. He's behind 3-0 now.
And I think having that guy on first is taking him totally out of his game.
Yeah, I don't know why he's so concerned. He's got the lead. If that guy wants to go, let him go.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
First and second now after the walk, and they haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
Number 30 will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Boy, nothing working for him at this point. It's 3-0. Well, as if things weren't bad enough, he's in danger now of loading the bases for that man.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever a sound strategy in anybody's book.
There's a strike as he gets this one over. It's 3-1 now.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment, but he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And, might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
And now a ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field. Runner tags from second as the catch is made here shy of the track. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
A little bit of a risk there with 2 away. You don't want to run yourself into a double play to end the inning, but he's able to make it up there, and that puts runners on the corners now with 2 outs.
Michael Kadire will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
First pitch coming. Too low, 1-0. Runners on first and third, 2 away. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
100 miles an hour is hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
Look into Pierzynski, the 1-1. And this is swung on and pretty well hit. Out to deep left center field. And they'll get on the board after all. It's a home run. So a 3-run shot to left center, number 17 for him on the season, as it's now a 7-3 game.
Well, these guys were a little bit late to the party, but now their bats have woken up, and they've made a game of it after all. You wonder where all this offense was earlier in the ballgame.
Out of the Braves dugout is their manager, Freddie Gonzalez, on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart as he couldn't quite get that final out, but he will leave with the lead after a strong 8 2/3. Tom Wilhelmsen will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game. Brian McCann will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. And that misses for ball 1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he will put this one away. And the Braves have taken the finale here. They win the series 3-1 as the ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, well, he really drove the ball well in this one. Winds up finishing with 6 RBIs. I'd say that's a pretty good day's work.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Braves are winners here, 7-3. Good night from Flushing.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Atlanta Braves. 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors. He left 8 men on base. For the Mets, time of the ball game, 3 hours and 13 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citi Field, 45,000. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.